What's an insult that sounds like a compliment? I love what you're trying to do with your hair. This one made me laugh. Good for you. I say this to everyone. Good for you. Alex Trebek has entered the chat. My grandma used to tell us that if you ever met an ugly baby you should said, wow, that is some baby. Here's a picture of my baby. Isn't he cute? Oh, would you look at him? My favorite is, oh, he looks just like you. That is some adult. Breathtaking. My grandma always says people are good and kind when they get on her nerves. They think she's a sweet old lady, when she's really saying they're good for nothing and kinda stupid. I got it engraved on a mug for her. This thread has taught me that grandmas talk a lot and this is too good. That outfit is really brave. I love how you'll just wear anything. I've had that said to me. Just tell me I look like a bitch, I don't know fashion, I need help. I got that once. I love how you don't even care what looks good. Doesn't feel great. Even if it's meant as a compliment. My southern grandmother used to say I could never be brave enough to wear that. But look at you. You're at the top of the bell curve. Keep trying. One day you'll make it to the top of the bell curve. Can someone explain like I'm 5? I'm assuming this has to do with the normal distribution, so wouldn't this just be calling someone average? Exactly. It sounds like you're telling them they are at the top of the distribution, when in fact you are saying there is nothing special about you. You are perfectly average, amongst a sea of unnoteworthiness. Wow. My grandma would love that outfit. I would actually enjoy being told this. You're much smarter than you look. Some asshole told me that once. I just said, and you're dumber than you look. That was the day I learned blondes are stereotyped to be stupid. I was about to say I get this all the time and think it's because I'm blonde. Then I finished your sentence and was like, oh, okay, same. I'm not blonde, but people think I'm dumb. I'm not blonde, but I am dumb. I don't care what everybody else says. I think you're pretty cool. You used to have this regular comment, and they'd often say I don't care what the bathroom wall says about you. You're alright. I'm stealing this next time I go to a bar. So like in the 30s I guess. My ex used to tell me that all the time. Took me a while to figure out he was trying to isolate me from others. How would you say that in a non-joking way? I can't imagine saying this without a really stupid smile on. To my friend, you have cooler friends than I do. I always tell my girlfriend I have better taste than her, because I'm dating her while she's dating me. What a chump. That's a compliment that sounds like an insult. Your in-laws are better than mine. But Carl, I'm your only friend. You look, healthy where I'm from. The nice way of saying someone has gotten fat. Ha, I got you're looking, strong from a middle-aged woman. You know what that means? Yeah, she wants the D. You look older. Whereas in China, they don't beat around the bush when it comes to weight. You got fat is exactly what someone's parents or grandparents would say after returning home from abroad. That's nice, dear. You're so confident. This has got to be a kick to the nuts. Said in the right tone, that must suck. Cause you know homeboy built up quite some courage to rock those assless chaps, and now Aunt Karen just dropped that bomb on you at the family Christmas party. Especially if you post a picture in a swimsuit and people comment on your bravery and confidence. This is a real thing. If you are hot and you say you're ugly, people will accuse you of fishing for compliments. If you're ugly and you say you're ugly, everyone will be like, oh no, we're not. Girl, you're so pretty. In my experience as an ugly guy, if you say that, you just hear crickets chirping as people stare at you sideways and slowly turn away. Your sister is beautiful and you are smart. I've heard this a lot in my life and I'm not even that smart. Relatable. I'm the ugly sister, but I'm apparently so smart. As though my beautiful sister isn't smart as frick. She's cute and smart and I love her. Does it have to be a competition? It's not a competition until the stronger sibling devours the weaker sibling. Okay, Dwight. At least you tried your best. This one is fine if you're telling it to a kid, but much more condescending to an adult, especially if you're the one that just beat them. Friends, and I do this thing where you add the word actually to an otherwise normal compliment in order to make it backhanded. E.g., hey, you're actually pretty smart. That's actually pretty funny. Hey now. With all due respect, when it's clear none is due. With all due respect, sir, you're a worthless freaking piece of it and your dad should have fricked your mom in the ass the night you were conceived. With all due respect, I feel fairly respected and criticized in equal amounts. Thank you. Your dong is so cute. Had a girl say you weren't lying about how big your dong is. I had said perfectly average. Comma, thanks, mother. Seymour? You are impossible to underestimate. Another similar one. Don't worry, my opinion of you hasn't dropped a bit. Deadshot, you can't possibly be this stupid. Deadpool, don't underestimate me. One of the guys I was dating told me you share your emotions and feelings quite often. I took it as I probably talk too much about things and shouldn't, but he told me that no, it's a good thing and it helps. Still made me think twice the next time I wanted to share things. Gotta preface it with I love that. That makes me feel like you need to tack a, but to the end. Wow, you're so brave, or I wish I had your confidence, said completely deadpan. Add an exclamation point and the vibe can be changed. You're pretty for a big girl. Classic Shelby girl insult, but you have such a pretty face, such a great personality, and really fantastic hair. Pretty much any year for a pretty fly for a white guy. And I'm thinking you weren't burdened with an overabundance of schooling. Malcolm Reynolds, my days of not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle. The Captain is a legend in this realm. Yeah, you could probably just put half the dude's lines into this thread. LMAO, absolute legend. The classic, I hope your day is as pleasant as you are. This is coming from a retail worker to a full Karen. Or, I hope you have the day you deserve. I love this as an old-timey witchy curse, because it can also be a gift since the bearer can turn their day around by not being an asshole. In the words of the late Reverend Spooner, you are a shining wit. It's the most British insult I know. For the uninitiated, a spoonerism is where you swap the starting sounds of two words. So, shining wit becomes Cupid stunt. I mean, GDAV had an entire expansion called Cunning Stunts. This book fills a much-needed void. My favorite review of Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer read, the best movie I have ever seen on the subject. You've got a face for radio, and a voice for print, and the athletic physique for chess, and a cock for braillepian. My wife once said, I just love your cute little way of living with total sincerity. Out of all the people I've met, you are definitely one of them. See you later, not if I see you first. I always thought it was just a cheesy response, but no, the implication is that if you see the other person, you bail before they see you. Wow, that phrase is so commonly used I never really thought about it that way. Mind blown. LOL. I always thought it was a threat. I glare when I say it. Told my mom that one is a joke yesterday. She had to think about it before getting it equals D. I don't know what it says about me that it took me 25 years to get that. I think that moment was the first time my face ever went into sudden clarity JPG mode. You always look so comfortable. Good for you. Said with the right amount of enthusiasm has very entertaining results as you watch their face change in realization after saying thanks. You have a unique face. Well, I enjoyed this conversation. It was very nice. It was like talking to the sweet old lady on the bus. Michael Scott chair model episode. I admire you. You don't let your confidence get in the way of your shortcomings. To an overweight person that knows she's overweight, while it looks me up and down, you're healthy. I don't know why, but the comment alone irritates me. I think it's pretty rude to look someone up and down in general. You talk so eloquently, you speak so well towards a black person, as if we all talk like we're from the depths of the hood. I once called an Uber for my brother and I called the driver to tell him where to pick him up. We live in South Africa and the driver was white, so when my brother gets home he told me the driver asked if he was adopted. It turns out the driver, who was white, thought that I was white based on my voice, so that meant my brother had to be adopted. It was funny, not gonna lie. Asian people get something like this, too. Oh, your English is so good. Thanks. I was born in California. English is my primary language, spoken at home and at school. At least wait for someone to explain when they got to this country before trying to make remarks like that. One of my friends, who is black, has been repeatedly told that they are articulate in a surprised tone of voice, because they are shocked that a black man doing his PhD at Cambridge might use academic language. Yes, I'm part Aboriginal and I always get "you don't look correct Aboriginal" as a surprised, complimentary reaction when I tell people, what the frick? How am I supposed to react to that? May your life be as interesting as the repost you did. Op felt that. If you are in the South, bless your heart. Not always. If you've had a terrible day, and tell them why they sometimes say that and not in a demeaning way. It's all in the tone and context. Spend enough time down south and you pick up real quick. I must go now. Talking with you has been mostly enjoyable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button and leave a comment which story you liked the most. Subscribe and hit the bell notification for updates on our latest videos. And don't forget to check the links in the description box for more awesome content.